going to start off by giving all honor and glory to
Yahawah, Bahasham, Yahawashi, Bahasham, Rakakodash.
Double honor to the elders and apostles of Great Millstone, and shalom to brothers and sisters out there listening and learning the whole to the left. Shalom.
Shalom.
All right, we the brothers from the Diligent Soldiers Camp, right? We come out on Saturdays, to tell the prophecies and to tell our people what's going on in the world today, right? And we just gonna get it started. We're gonna go straight into an article that we have picked out for today, right? Because this is how we come up with these things. Is we search and we look, and whatever the Spirit tells us to bring out, we go with it, right? So this is what we got for y'all today.
No jab, no foam.
Right, so this is going along what we've been telling you, right? Because the way that the so-called white man works, his name is Esau, works through what's called gradualism, right?
That's right.
If one of y'all could look up the word gradualism for me, because we want y'all to know, how he does it and the way, why he does it, right? And the reason that he does it is because he doesn't want you to notice little things that take place from day to day and week to week, right? So this is what's called gradualism, right?
Gradualism, from the Oxford Languages, a policy of gradual reform rather than sudden change or revolution.
Right, so it says the policy of gradual change rather than a sudden revolution, right? And this is like if you throw a frog into a boiling pot, right? If you just turn the water up a 1 degree, he'll never try to jump out of that pot, right? So this is the same way that Esau is doing us, right? Every day or every week, he changes one little thing, so you won't know. And by the time the end of the year has come up, so much has changed that it's not even recognizable anymore, right? And this is what's called gradualism. Read that again.
Gradualism, a policy of gradual reform rather than sudden change or revolution. The hypothesis that evolution proceeds chiefly by the accumulation of gradual changes in contrast to the punctuationist model.
Right. So through this gradual change, it's hard for you to notice some of the little things that's being tweaked and changed in this time, right? And this is why he does it, because he doesn't want you to know where it's coming from, right? Because if you knew where the change was coming from and you knew what was going on, then you would be able to identify who's doing it and you would be able to single them out, right? And this is why he doesn't want you to know who he is. He doesn't want to be singled out, because this is how he keeps going on, right? Go ahead.
This is the book of Genesis, chapter 3, verse 1. Now the serpent was more subtle than any beast of the field, which Yahawah, Bahasham Yahawashi power, had made. And he said unto the woman, hath God said, ye shall not eat of every tree of the garden.
Right. So the so-called white man is known as the serpent in the garden, right? And the scriptures say that he was subtle. Right, and subtle means that it's hard for you to notice, and this is why he brought that out, because this goes into that gradualism, right? So this is how we know that the so-called white man is the serpent and the devil that the Bible speaks of.
Genesis chapter 25, verse 26. Now, verse 27. And the boys grew, and Esau was a cunning hunter, a man of the field. And Jacob was a plain man, dwelling in tents.
Right.
Esau was a cunning hunter. A cunning hunter, that's someone that's very subtle when he do the hunting, okay? Right. I mean, like, he set the trap, but the trap is so good, you won't even see it, you know what I mean? It's like someone set a trap, and then you put
right, he'll set a trap, he'll throw some leaves over it, you can't even see it. Right, and that's subtlety. And this is how the so-called white man works, right? He'll be nice to you in your face, right? But behind your back, he got a whole plan for you, right? So this is subtlety.
Right? Number 10 too, right? When he says it's a cunning hunter, right? A cunning hunter is not gonna come at you like straight up and be like, okay, that's what I wanna do,
right?
Okay?
Right.
He's gonna use all kind of
He's a strategist.
Strategy
Right.
shot.
Exactly.
Methods.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And this
That's
is
the
how we know what to look for, right? Because the Bible tells the characteristics of Esau. The Bible doesn't say that the white man is Esau, but it says the characteristics of Esau, and it allows us to see who he is, who in this world matches up to these characteristics. And it just so happens that the white man matches up with the description of Esau. Perfectly, right? Go ahead.
This is the definition of the word subtle. This is Hebrews 6:175. Arum. Subtle, shrewd, crafty, sly, sensible, prudent.
Right, and that,
Basically, slippery and slick.
right, all the definitions of a damn snake.
A weasel, yeah.
Right, slippery, crafty, right, which goes into that witchcraft, which goes into everything that Esau does. Right, so everything he does is designed to trick you.
For example, if I may, right, when you get stopped by the cops, if you don't say nothing and you just wait for them to tell you whatever they want to tell you, you'll be okay. You're better off than trying to give them an explanation, because everything you say, they will purposely use it against you.
That's right.
And they even tell you too, whatever you say, you know, when they arrest you, if they arrest you, anything you say could be used against you in a court of law. It's definitely going to be used against you, you know?
Right, but our people are going to be laughing to the end. In the end, at the last day, they're going to be laughing and pointing the finger.
Hey, laugh now, cry later, man, as the world says.
They're going to be laughing till they see the missiles in the air.
Right.
Right, and then they're going to be realizing that, damn,
We're doing the total opposite.
that white man is crafty. Right, he is the devil.
Right.
I shouldn't have listened to him. Right, those guys over there, they wasn't mad.
That's right.
They was saying the right thing. Go ahead, brother. Oh, you got something?
Yeah, I got one.
Go ahead.
Lamentations 4 and 18 and 19. 18. They hunt our steps, that we cannot go in our streets. Our end is near, our days are fulfilled, for our end is come. Our persecutors are swifter than the eagles of heaven. They pursued us upon the mountains, they laid wait for us in the wilderness. Can you read it again, bro?
Right, so these devils is hunting us everywhere we go. And not just the devil, our own people.
Right.
Right? The so-called white man got our own people working for him. Right? The so-called black lady loves this white man. Right? And what he provides for her. Right? So our people are just as bad as the so-called white man in this day. Right? So we're gonna go back to this article.
Unvaccinated to have SIM cards blocked, Pakistan's Punjab government says.
Right. So this devil, he got you hooked onto this phone, right? Because he knew what was gonna happen in the future. Right? He knew he was gonna use it against you. So now they're saying, now this is in India, mind you, that the unvaccinated, the unvaccinated will no longer be able to have a cell phone. Right? They're gonna block their SIM card.
That's right.
Right, so they already starting to take away privileges based on this vaccination. Right? Now, the question that they can't answer is, if you vaccinated, right? If you're vaccinated and I'm not unvaccinated, why would that bother you? Right? If you're vaccinated, you should be all straight. You shouldn't be worried about what I got. You see? But this to show you that this is all a well-planned agenda. Right? If you got the vaccine, you should be able to run around out here. It don't matter who got it and who don't.
That's right.
See? So this is show you
the
the subtleness of this so-called devil. Right? Because you're supposed to be able to ask these type of questions.
I got mine.
Without getting scrutinized.
Right.
Backlash.
Right. If the damn news anchor every night is coming on there telling me what I should and shouldn't do, I should be able to ask them a few questions. You see? But they don't want you to ask these questions. Why? Because there's something more sinister planned here. Right? And they're starting to take away privileges for not taking that. So that'll show you right there. Somebody who takes something from you for nothing, that means that they don't care about you. draconian law, right? And we told you this was going to happen. We told you he's going to come down like this, right? And the reason that he's opening it up like this is because he wants it to be closed back down again, right? He knows that everybody didn't take the sea flu.
That's right.
He knows that. But if he opened it up, right, and he allowed everybody to go back into the store with no mask on, right? He already don't got the passport like we told you he's gonna have, right? So when he opened it up, and now people that don't even have the vaccine is outside and in the store with no mask on, now there's gonna be an uptick, and he's gonna shut it down again, and then there's gonna be a demand for the passport.
That's right.
And this is gradualism that he's doing to us.
And if I may, Jake and other nations are so thirsty to, quote unquote, get things back to normal that then they're willing to go by it with no, or go with this whole, agenda of pandemic with no questions asked, man. Right. And even if you try to have a conversation with them, a regular, logical, critical thinking conversation, they'll give you that news anchor, fluoride-filled fucking answer, or reply to you, like if you're wrong for even thinking that way, like, man, just taking it shut up type shit. Make no fucking sense.
I mean, think about this. The jails are filled with our people, right? Mm-hmm. And they're giving the jab to the people that are willing to, they're willing to cut their time in half if they take the jab. Yeah. What do you think a person's going to do that's serving 10 years?
Yeah.
You feel me?
Yeah, man.
So they know
this is easy to see, man. That there's like you said earlier, there's a sinister agenda to in back of this, man. Right. Giving you free donuts, giving niggas free extra time to get out. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, Lotteries. And it's like the brother said earlier, they have to gradually put that fire up under us to the frog because Bahasham, they have to gradually bring that fire up because if they was to show all their cards, we will know right away what these devils. What everybody else will know right away what these devils are up to. But the scripture says that we're not ignorant to Satan's devices.
Yeah, let me get it for you.
You know what I'm saying? So we know, we see this.
Right.
And call Halal Yahawashi for that, man. That we can actually see that, bro.
Right. 2 Corinthians 2:11. Lest Satan should get an advantage of us, for we are not ignorant of his devices.
So it's not going to happen, right? The 144,000, which is the elect, and the 1/3 are not going to be entrapped in this, right? And Lord willing, some of y'all listening today are part of that number, right?
Right. We want to back up what the brother Malak was saying about how our people are so easily deceitful, right? It's so easy to take whatever the government tells us to take just so they can go back to a normal life of what? A normal life of fun. This is the book of Isaiah chapter 30, verse 12. Wherefore thus says the Holy One of Israel, because ye despise this word and trust in oppression and perverseness and stay thereon, therefore this iniquity shall be to you as a breach ready to fall, swelling out in a high wall, whose breaking cometh suddenly at an instant. So because you out here trusting in the so-called white man telling you to take the vaccine, you're trusting in anything that he pulls out his ass in a day, in 2 days, in less than 2 years, anything that he pulls out as a solution to the problem that he brought onto us, you out there as a sheep will so easily go with it, just because you want to go back to a normal life. So the Lord, like it says, I'm gonna read again the last part, verse 13, whose breaking cometh suddenly at an instant. So in the instant when you don't see it, the Lord's gonna destroy you for that, man. He's gonna show judgment on that.
Hey, and that's
judgment on you.
And that scripture right there is also going into the Lord is coming as a thief in the night.
That's right.
So that breaking is gonna be in an instant when you least expect it. Right? So the Lord is allowing these things to happen. Right? And he's sending us out here to give you warning right before it happens.
And he turned. I'm sorry, go ahead.
What I was gonna say too. That's the thing, right? Our people will say like, oh, we got no choice. In our people will say like, we got no choice. Yeah. Oh, it was gonna happen anyway. That's them trusting in oppression, right? Because they believe, right? Whatever the so-called white man said, it got to be true. oh, they're
Right.
scared. You know what I mean?
Right.
That's being a belief in oppression, right?
Right.
That's the oppression that we believe in, you know?
Right, and that also goes into, you know, our people respect the white man so much and love everything that he does, right? And this is another reason why he portrays himself in such a way, right? Because he wants to make himself look so good, so that whatever he say to do, you do it, right? But we know through this Bible exactly who he is. Give me that in Ecclesiastes 10 and 6.
Ecclesiastes chapter 10, verse 6. Folly is set in great dignity.
So folly is set in great dignity. So that folly is the so-called white man.
Right.
Right? Everything he do is folly. Right? Nothing that he does is good.
Right.
He's done nothing good in this planet since he's got here. Right? All he's been is a murderer and a liar and a thief.
Right.
Right? And our people look at the white man and do everything he say. Right? The so-called white man, every year, he'll have 10,000 new laws. Right? Every night he's talking about a new law that he want to put up.
Right.
Right? He want to do this. He want to do that. He want to add taxes. He want to do this. He want to do that. But all that is folly. Right? None of that is needed. Right? We don't need all these things that the so-called white man needs. The so-called white man, he need this house because he can't be in the sun. He need all these things because he can't be in the sun.
And also, if I may too, they adopt the scriptures. They adopt the scriptures. They try to use it in their inaugurations, in the churches that they post up. But they don't even go by not one law of the Bible.
Right.
Not one. Not one can somebody pull out and say that they follow.
Oh, go ahead.
This is the book of Isaiah, chapter 10, verse 1. Woe unto them that decree unrighteous decrees, and that right grievousness which they have prescribed.
So woe unto them that write unrighteous decrees, and that's the so-called white man. He's the one that's writing these decrees. Right? He's the one that has all this folly going on.
And it's beautiful because he's destined to be destroyed.
Right. And this is why we warning you. So if you're looking at this man like he's somebody, right? If you holding his folly in great dignity, then you're going to be paying with him. Right? And this is why we bringing this out. Hold on.
Yep.
And if the rich sit in low places,
Folly is set in great dignity, and the rich sit in low places.
Right.
Right? And who are the rich? The blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans.
That's right.
Right? We are the rich.
That's right.
We got everything that these devils want. Right? We didn't go stealing from the white man.
That's right.
He comes stealing from us.
That's right.
So we the ones that had what he wanted. Right? And so we are the rich. And we out here sitting in a low place.
Right.
Like we begging our people to come back. Right? When we are the fruit, we are the salt of the earth.
That's right.
Right? But folly is set in great dignity. The white man is not begging y'all to come back to the Lord. He's not begging y'all to follow him. You either follow him or you get destroyed.
He's doing everything in his power to further separate us from the Lord.
Right.
Right.
Right, because our people hate the Lord. Our people are stiff-necked and they hate the Lord. And the only thing that they'll listen to is pressure and force.
Hey, like in Judges, and we read Judges last week. It's not until we completely asked out that we start crying out to the Lord.
Right. Right.
you see in Isaiah? You see in Isaiah?
Yeah.
Isaiah 30 and 8. You're going to see that our people hate the Lord, you know?
Right. Our people definitely hate the Lord. Right? Because our people go to church. Most of our people go to church. Right? But when you tell them the truth of the Bible, you tell them, you show them everything that's in there, they start to get offended then.
That's because Christianity is easy.
Right.
You don't got to do shit in Christianity.
But that shows you right there the type of people our people are. Right? Right, you got that?
It's the book of Isaiah, chapter 30. I'm going to start at verse 8. Now go, write it before them in the table and note it in a book, that it may be for the time to come forever and ever, that this is a rebellious people, lying children that will not hear the law of the Lord.
Right. So the Lord already knew. Right? He know what type of people that we are. Right? So this is why he made this for us, and this is why we out here doing it the way he told us to do it. Because when we do it in order, it comes up right.
Right.
And this is why the so-called white man don't want us to get in order. Right? He want us to rap about selling drugs and prostituting our women.
Right. Killing
we
each
ain't,
other on the street.
right, because we ain't never gonna get in order then.
That's right.
And ultimately, we love the Lord and we fear Him. So that's what we do. As you said, we're out here doing what we're doing in order.
Right. Well, we do that
Right.
because we know these to be true.
Yeah.
Right, and we know that all through the glory of Yahawah Bahasham Yahawashi.
That's right.
Right, because he showed us these things, and he manifests this truth to us.
That's right.
And Lord will he do the same for you.
That's right.
But it's up to him.
All right. Yep.
Go ahead, brother.
Just to back you brothers up, this is Daniel 9 and 11. Yeah, all Israel have transgressed thy law, even by departing, that they might not obey thy voice. Therefore the curse is poured upon us, and the oath that is written in the law of Moses, the servant of the Most High, because we have sinned against him.
Right. So this is why we in the situation that we in. Right, because we have a blood covenant with the Heavenly Father, and we didn't take it serious. Right, we wanted to be like the rest of these nations, and even to this day, most of our people, they want to be like the rest of the nations. What the Lord has planned for the 144,000 in the elect is something very special.
That's right.
The Lord got rulership planned for us.
Right.
Right.
But our people can't even see these things. Right? Because the so-called white man has broke us down so much that we don't even know what it's like to rule. We don't know what it's like to own a farm, to have animals, right? To run your own business. So when you think about these things, if you never had that, it doesn't resonate. See, you can't get happy about these things if you don't understand these things. Right, so you have to understand what the Lord has planned for us. Dominion, rulership.
Right.
The heathen for our inheritance.
Right. We don't know what it is to have slaves. We don't know what it is to have generational wealth.
Right.
So we don't know how it is to have vast lands and territory.
Or how to pass everything down to our sons.
Right. So this is
the bottom, man.
right. So this is why we come up here and speak like this.
If I may, go ahead.
Go ahead.
No, I was just gonna ask what the brother was just reading, right? You still got that?
Yeah, I'll read it again. It's Daniel 9 and 11. The book of Daniel, chapter 9, verse 11. Yeah, all Israel have transgressed thy law, even by departing, that they might not obey thy voice. Therefore the curse is poured upon us, and the oath that is written in the law of Moses, the servant of the Most High, because we have sinned against him.
Now, why isn't the churches talking about these curses falling on a particular people? Because when you go and you read the curses, you see that those curses are going to be following those people to the end of times.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Right.
That's why nobody knows who the fuck they are.
Right.
And nobody could talk about the root problem because nobody knows that there's even a root problem. This is why Christianity is so easy. You go, you're saved already. You're finding God. You're finding sweet Jesus and shit.
Right.
That's what the church teaches, and that He's good all the time. All these lies. So this is why the scripture says, "Blessed is he who readeth."
Right.
Destroy other people that don't have knowledge of anything. You know what I'm saying? And what was that third one that you were just talking about right now? Oh man, I slipped my mind. But basically, man, we all the way fucked up. Well, our people are all the way fucked up because, all praises to Yahawashi that He gifted us with knowing what we know. The little that we know is a lot, man.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And enough to at least put us in the path of salvation, man.
Right.
Which is what we bidding you brothers and sisters to come into. That's all I wanted to say.
Yeah.
Hey, and this is why we come out here and speak this way. Because the Lord is setting us up for rulership.
Right.
Right? So we trying to get y'all set up for the same thing. So if we get out here and talk like some punks, right, you're not gonna be ready for that.
Right.
We up here showing you what it's gonna be like when we get into this next kingdom.
Right.
We gotta talk with authority.
Right, we're not gonna be up here worrying about what the rest of these nations think. It ain't gonna be that kind of party. So we're trying to get y'all in the same mindset. Right, this is how our teachers showed us how to do it.
Right.
Look, if you want to be a ruler, you're gonna have to know how to follow the rules.
Right.
You're gonna have to know how to do this. You're gonna have to not be able to be scared to get up in front of people and talk to them.
Right.
There's certain things that has to take place before you can be put in that position. And this is what we're trying to show you up here.
And right here, the highways and byways, that's the battleground, right? That's where wisdom and knowledge is declared, right? It's published, and it's right waiting down here, okay? There's a story that's being told in the highways and byways, okay? And that story is the wisdom and the power and the knowledge of the Most High.
That's right.
And the children of Israel and what happened to us and what's gonna happen in the future.
Right.
And the future is, it's all coming back.
Right.
And all y'all that don't listen, y'all gonna be punished for that.
That's right.
And it just came back to what I was gonna say. Where there's no vision, the people perish. If you don't see yourself, like you talked about earlier, before you let me say what the brother read, if you don't see yourself as judges in the future, if you don't see yourself with ownership and owning real possessions, owning these heathens, you know you're gonna perish. You're gonna fall for everything that Esau has been teaching you, because you don't know there's anything out of that. You're in a box the whole time.
What's the saying in the world? Oh, go ahead.
Going back to the curses that our people don't know we're under this curse, right? So I hear a lot that, oh no, we're just lazy. Oh, you know, let's go over there. They just don't want to work hard. They don't want to do this. You know, we're at the bottom because it's our fault. But if they knew we were under these curses, we would understand.
Right, exactly.
I got this question for that too, right? Psalm 73:2. But as for me, my feet were almost gone. My step, I will not slip. And I'm gonna go jump down to 16, right? When I thought to know this, it was too painful for me. Until I went to the sanctuary of God, then understood I and
Beautiful. That's beautiful.
Hey, and that is a beautiful scripture, because he say when he went into the sanctuary, which is the scripture. So when he went into the scripture, then he understood. Right. So this is why it's important to go into these scriptures and to understand what it say.
That's right, man. For example, man, listen, I was driving in, man, right? And last night I get a call from my father telling me that my grandmother, you know, she has Alzheimer's. She's been having that for a while now. So she's already at the last stage where her mind is deteriorating. She's about to kick the bucket, as they say, right? On my drive over here, I'm over here meditating on how I grew up, you know, around her, and all the beautiful things and sweet things your grandmother does for you, right? So I'm a little emotional, got a little teary-eyed, but it wasn't until I had that split second of that aha moment where I'm like, man, she's gonna go to somewhere way better. Here it is. I'm being so, what's the word? Not stingy, but selfish to want her to stay alive in this dead state where she's like, she doesn't even open her eyes, she can't respond back. You know, we don't even know if these people with those type of illnesses, if we could talk and they could hear us, but they can't say shit to us. You know what? That's torture, bro. That's torture, man. To hear it, to even be thinking like, yeah, I hear you, and I want to say, but why you don't hear me? You know what I'm saying? We don't know what they're thinking. So, you know, on my way up here, I just wanted to say that I felt better once I knew exactly what she was going to after this. Lord's will, you know what I'm saying? And the right hand side, you know what I mean? And this truth is beautiful because it's comforting, man. You know why things that are happening to us, and what the latter end of all that is, man.
Right, and that's the spirit. Most of our people are in a form of Alzheimer's. They don't know what the hell is going on. They don't know why they in the position that they in. They don't know how to get out of the position. They need somebody to take care of them. They can't take care of themselves. So this is a perfect analogy for the way our people are in. Our people are in a state of Alzheimer's, and they've forgotten everything that the Lord has given to them.
I got it perfect.
The book of Romans, chapter 11, verse 7. What then? Israel has not obtained that which he seeketh for, but the election has obtained it, and the rest were blinded. According as it is written, Yahawah has given them the spirit of slumber, eyes that they should not see, and ears that they should not hear unto this day.
Right. So the Lord turned them over for this because he didn't want them.
Right.
You see, this is only for certain people. Right? So if this truth resonates with you, stick with it.
And that kills that whole God is love all the time, right?
Right.
You know, you read that, you being in the church, you gonna fuck yourself up, man.
Right, but common sense will show you that God is in love all the time.
That's right.
Common sense will show you that.
Common sense in the scriptures, man.
You know what's crazy? Common sense will show you that God is not all love, but then you weak-minded people will not understand that that's judgment from Yahawashi and Yahawashi. What you do, you turn on Yahawashi and Yahawashi. And because of that, the Lord's gonna kill you, man.
That's right.
Because you guys go against him and start cursing his name.
Yeah.
Right.
All those scriptures that are supposed to resonate on you to know, oh, this is, you know, you read that and you get a sense of fear of the Lord.
Right.
You know, you're like, oh, but churches, the people in churches and the Christianity, they don't fear the Lord.
Right.
They read that and they'll read it mad fast. They'll go right by it, like as if that already happened, and the Lord is not like that no more. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
They'll read it, have no breakdown for it,
No breakdown.
Come and make up their own bullshit ass meaning.
Right.
Which there is no personal what's it called? There's no
Interpretation.
It has to really that particular scripture doesn't need an interpretation or even a breakdown. But I get you. I feel what you're saying. But you know they read that, but they'll read it fast, like dumb fast. They don't even read it with no type of passion.
Yo,
when they
and
read scriptures,
that proves. You know, that's crazy because they'll read it and then that proves that the Lord has blinded them because they won't understand it.
That's them sleeping.
And that proves it right
The
there.
scriptures say none of the wicked shall understand.
Right.
Right. So bro, you gonna say something?
Yeah, it's funny that you'll ask them, you believe in the whole Bible? They say, yeah, before they hear the scriptures. After they hear the scriptures, no, not my God. Not my God.
After they just heard it.
You know what I mean? So how many gods is there? You know what I mean? Like,
It's like you throw your Bible.
Right.
but their God is the white man.
Right.
And this is the truth. Most of y'all God is the white man. Right. This is most of y'all God right here.
Right.
The damn devil.
In the physical and in the spirit.
You've been deceived big time.
Right. I got a purpose on
Like the
that.
scripture said, right? The God of this world have blinded them with his lies, with his philosophy and everything like that, okay? You know?
Right, and this is the God of this world. The so-called white man, the devil. Right, but according to the Bible, he's going into slavery.
Right.
You see? Go ahead.
Is all these people are in complete darkness out here, man. Gross darkness. Yep, that's the spirit. That's what I got. Isaiah 60. I'll start at 1. Arise, shine, for thy light is come, and the glory of Yahawah Bahasham Yahawashi is risen upon thee. For behold, the darkness shall cover the earth, and gross darkness the people. But the Lord Yahawah Bahasham Yahawashi shall arise upon thee, and his glory shall be seen upon thee.
Right. No, this is what's happened to the world. The world is in complete darkness. Right. Except for these brothers you see up here.
That's
Right.
Right? And through the mercy of the Lord, right? That we have the light which is in that Bible.
Right.
Right? So this is why if you turn the camera around, everybody you see is gonna be looking this way. Right? Because we are the light. The Lord said He's gonna send us up here live because we're gonna be a spectacle to the whole world.
Right.
And this is exactly what's happening.
Right.
Right? So we up here telling you what prophecies is coming to pass. And this is what's coming to pass right now. The sea blue is going to turn into the MOB,
Right.
which is the mark of the beast.
That's
Blue
right.
gradualism.
Hey,
Exactly.
it makes perfect sense why they would, of course with the sea blue, right? The Soviet 19, they're gonna try to infect you in some way, but it makes perfect sense why they will put that out there first. Even if it ain't fucking people up, as they say, supposedly, it mentally it's fucking you up because here it is. Other people that took it are gonna take that MOB with no fucking problem, no question asked, because they know that whatever the government, the so-called government applies or prescribes, they should take it with no problem, you know. So it's a perfect cunning and subtle way of getting the masses, man.
And Esau is the brilliant man. You can't take nothing away from that white man.
Wiser than Daniel.
As far as intelligence.
That's like cunning you to know knowledge.
Yeah.
Be wise.
Right.
Okay? He's very wise.
And have experiences.
He's very knowledgeable and he's very experienced. Okay. How you get experience? With practice.
Doing that shit
And if you put patience all on top of that, then you got a dangerous man.
Right.
And this is what you have in the so-called white man. He's a very dangerous man.
Punjab's provincial government is turning to conceive measures to increase participation in its COVID-19 vaccination.
Now they said the Punjabi government, which is the Indian government, they trying to coerce and they trying to use a more persuasive tactic, which means now you can't have a phone.
Now you can't.
Right? So, how many people you think now is going to get that jab? A lot.
Everybody and their mother out there is going to get that.
Right, you see? So this is what's coming into America. Right? So let's listen to how they doing this.
You have to understand that, right? Whoever is doing this, right? It's not something the Indian government just took about.
Right.
You have spiritual power in high places making those demands, okay?
That's right.
Okay? That tells India, we're going to give you 500 million sea blues, but that's what we want you to do, okay?
Yeah.
That's, you know?
And that's it's planned out in the Bilderberg
That's that crafty council.
Right.
And now that you said that, not even 2 months ago, India was just giving a whole bunch of contracts for work for America.
Right.
You see? So this is how the damn devil works. He'll give you a gift and then destroy you.
I got that.
Right.
I got that.
Right?
that.
Go ahead.
This is Ecclesiastes chapter 7, verse 7. Surely oppression maketh a wise man mad, and a gift destroys the heart.
Right.
Right.
So in America, the so-called blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans is under oppression. And if you don't know you under oppression, or if you do know and you ain't mad, you're not wise.
Because here it is, your God-given, what's it called, freedom of breathing, of you know, and it might seem like it's free will, you know, but it's all according to what the Lord wants. But here it is, He gives you this God-given freedom of accepting and taking and doing what you want and what you don't want to do, right? But the white man got you taking the C-19 to go out and be and declare hot boy summer and hot girl summer. You know what I'm saying? These coming few months, and to have freedom to work somewhere or to actually work somewhere, you gotta have this shit. How? You know what I'm saying? And that's the gift too, because they look at it as if it's a good thing, and all the meanwhile you get it and you're destroying yourself. Sooner or later you're gonna suffer from that.
That's a question, right? That's a question you're gonna have to ask yourself, okay? You heard from this Christian church or the Christianity, whatever. That's what I call them. I don't go from Christian church. Okay? You go to the Muslim mosque, right? Or wherever you go, whatever religion you want on earth, right? They will tell you got free will, right? But then come the so-called white man, Esau, Edom, telling you if you don't take this, you cannot do this, you cannot do that, okay?
You don't have this.
That means this man telling you to himself, you don't have free will, but the Most High give you free will. You see? That's it. I mean, the Most High got the law doesn't matter anymore, but His laws matter, okay? Everything He says matter, okay? If you trust in this man, you don't believe in Yahawah, Yahawashi, you believe in the so-called white man, the devil. That's what you believe in, okay?
Right.
No, and to see the rap sheet of this devil, since he came out them Caucasus Mountain, he done fucked over every country, even at war against himself, and we still let these niggas do whatever the fuck they want around the whole world. Right? You know what I'm saying?
Hey, because the earth is giving it to this man.
That's true.
You know, and this is why these things go on. But this is why it's important to understand this information, right? Because this information is going to set you free, right? We know this information, right? We have rules to follow, but we free in a certain way, right? We free through understanding, right? We not all confused every time at every decision we make. We know why we in a certain situation, right? So this is the freedom that it gives you, truth.
The truth will set you free, right?
Right. This is the freedom, right? Understanding what's coming out around you. Understanding why they putting certain things on the news. Huh?
Yeah, we'll take it.
Yeah.
Understanding why the so-called white man is running the world. This to set you free, right? Once you understand what's going on here.
After unveiling plans to disable the SIM cards of the people who declined to get jabbed.
So they're planning to disable the SIM cards of the people that don't want to take the Sea Blue. Right? So they canceling their SIM card.
Right.
Now see, this is what's going on. Right? This devil is ready to cancel you. Right? And this is why the Lord is allowing this to happen. Because like I said before, our people love playing both sides of the fence. So this is the end of that. Right? Now you're gonna have to choose. Now you're gonna have to choose whether you for the Lord or you for the devil.
Right. It's beautiful how the Lord made that happen.
Right. And he's doing this for the elect's sake.
Right. You're gonna have to choose your God.
Choose you this day.
Can I bring this out first?
Go ahead. We're gonna wait and bring that out. You know, and this is why it's important to know where you at in the Bible as well. Because we know where we at in prophecy. We know where prophecies have to take place.
1 Kings chapter 18 verse 21. Elijah come unto all the people and said, how long had ye between two opinions? If the Lord be God, follow him. But if Baal, then follow him. And the people answered him not the word. Then said Elijah unto the people, even I only remain the prophet of Yahawah Bahasham Yahawashi, but Baal prophets are 450 men. You see? The prophet of Yahawah Bahasham Yahawashi are few men. But the prophet of Baal, of the so-called white men, of the so-called people of this earth, of this world, right, is many.
Right.
Okay? It's thousands and millions of them, okay?
Right.
Telling you to take them at the sea blue.
Right.
Telling you the sea blue of the mark of the MOB, not the mark of the beast. Go ahead, bro.
Right. And that's it. There's many different opinions in this. Right? But there's only one truth, and that's the Bible.
Right.
So if he tell you something and he can't prove it out of the Bible, don't believe it.
Right.
Don't believe it. Right?
Right.
So even though we showing you this article out of the internet, we proving it through the Bible.
Right. But just like the scriptures say, let the Most High be true and every man a liar.
And the scriptures say, prove all things.
Prove all things. That's right.
Right?
The extreme decision was made during a meeting of high-ranking civil and military officials, chaired by Punjab Health Minister Jasmine Rashid.
So this sounds like the Indians had the same type of government that we do, right? So it sounds like they're going through the same motions that we going through.
Right.
Now don't think Esau don't run the Indians either.
That's right.
The puppets.
In Britain, India is called the crown jewel of Britain. So that means Britain owns India. So the so-called white man own that too. Right? But through his gradualism, it allows him to go to other countries, right? And try the same measures on different people. And then he'll come back and do it on us. See, so this is why this is a smart man. Like, he knows what the hell's going on. You got something?
Yeah.
Go ahead.
I was gonna say, you know, he's able to use that gradualism also through his smooth words and how he deceives everybody.
Right.
I got Revelations 13 and 11, and I beheld another beast coming up out of the earth, and he had two horns like a lamb,
Right.
and he spake as a dragon. So he coming up all smooth and innocent like a lamb, but then on the flip side, on the other side of his forked tongue, he's coming with that draconian law. You know what I mean? Those harsh.
Like
yeah.
when Biden was in TV the other day, when he came with smooth words, and he was, and then he said, "But if the ones that don't get it are gonna pay the price." That's him talking as a dragon, subtly
Right.
too.
Subtly. Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
That's right. And that's what
It's almost
Esau
passive
do.
aggressive.
Yeah,
You know what I mean? Yeah.
passive-aggressive, bro.
He
Yeah.
come to you nice at first,
With that double speak.
right?
Right.
He come nice. Hey, yeah, we ain't gotta take it. Yeah.
Right,
We don't gotta have no passport. Everybody can come in. Right? As long as if you got the sea blue vaccine, you don't need a mask. That's speaking as a lamb. But a month later, he come in and say, well, since you didn't,
It happened a few days after.
right? Since you didn't do it, now everybody's gonna need a passport.
Yeah, yeah.
And this is draconian.
Right.
This is the definition of that word, draconian.
Right.
Use the word draconian or lowercase draconian to describe laws or rules that are really harsh and repressive. In ancient Athens, Draco was a guy who made some serious strict laws. So rules that are too restrictive or just plain unfair are called draconian.
Right. So that's a draconian law. To say that if you don't have that, we're gonna make it so you can't get a cell phone, that's unfair. Right? But it's supposed to be your body, your choice.
How people make emergency phone calls?
Right. If I told a lady that was pregnant that she couldn't have an abortion, that's unfair to her. She gonna say it's not unfair, but in her own mind she gonna say, well, that's unfair. See? And she's gonna go back to it's her body, her choice. Right? This is why she's gonna say that. Now when we go into the same thing, they're gonna say you can't use that. That's unfair. That's draconian.
They'll say something like it's gonna be a health risk. But here it is that they'll tell you that the people that got the vaccine can go to any stores, close quarters with other people with no mask. But it's unhealthy for the ones that choose not to take it. Like that should make no sense.
Right. And that's speaking like a dragon.
Speaking like a dragon.
If you ever seen that movie, The Hobbit, The Desolation is Small. That's what it's called, I believe. And it's about this big dragon, right, that lived in a mountain. Now, when you go talk to that dragon, he don't talk like a regular person. It sounds like he sing, he talking riddles, and this is the way the so-called white man works. Right? He doesn't tell you directly. He dances around it. He speaks in riddles. That's a dragon. Right?
It's the book of Ecclesiasticus, chapter 12, verse 10. Never trust thine enemy, for like as iron rusteth, so is his wickedness. Though he humble himself and go crouching, yet take good heed and beware of him, and thou shalt be unto him as if thou hadst wiped a looking glass, and thou shalt know that his rust has not been altogether wiped away.
Right. So we ain't never going to trust the so-called white man.
That's right.
We ain't never going to trust the so-called Chinese man.
That's right.
We never going to trust none of our enemies.
That's right.
Right. Because we know what they have in store for us.
Right.
Right. They want to open the store right in front of our front door.
Liquor store and all that shit.
Right. They want to have sex with our daughters. Right. They want to take our sons' organs out of their body and put them in their body.
That's right.
We never trusted y'all again.
That's right.
Y'all ruined that trust.
And can I bring this out? Earlier we were talking about how we have to make a choice because the Lord's making it, clear enough that you're gonna have to choose to serve the so-called white man or Yahawah, Bahasham, Yahawashi himself, right? This is the book of Joshua, chapter 24, verse 15. And if it seem evil unto you to serve Yahawah, choose you this day whom you will serve.
Right.
Whether the gods which your fathers served and were on the other side of the flood, or the gods of the Amorites, or better yet, or the powers of the Amorites, in whose land ye dwell. But as for me and my house, we will serve Yahawah, Bahasham, Yahawashi.
Right. We know good and well that 2/3 of you hard-headed niggas out here is going to choose to serve the white man. We know that's who y'all going to choose to serve. Why? Because you don't want to be a ruler.
That's right.
You want to ask the white man for everything that he got. You want to ask him for a job. You want to ask him for a loan. You don't want to make your own. Right? So this day, you chose who you wanted to serve.
They ultimately do that because they got no vision. Right. You need all these what's it called what they call those like Section 8 housing
Right, they need all those gifts.
Subsidizing and all that.
These are all gifts.
Subsidies.
Right. To make their life easier.
Yeah, but they can't think of both. They can't think out of that. Like here it is. You know how much money people made in this pandemic? It's regular people sitting on their ass all day, and yet none of the vast majority of them didn't think to be like, damn, let me take these 10, 15, 20,000 that I saved that they've been giving me and open up a business or do this or do that, right? So I could stop depending on the damn government that wants that has 30,000 questions for everything I do in order for me to get their subsidies or whatever. They don't do that. What they do, they go run back to the white man's store and spend all that money in there. And Biden and them knew that was gonna happen. Because a lot of them, that's what they did with these stimulus money. I know of a whole bunch of women that went back to DR, Colombia, or all South America to get their bodies done with the stimulus money. Here it is, you giving your daughters and your kids Cheerios and all types of bullshit, you know, and you don't use that money for nothing to enhance your lifestyle somehow, you know, in a healthy way. Because we know, at least we're in the truth, we know we can't upgrade nothing. We live with what we got, you know. Yahawashi. But you know, Jenkins just totally fucked up. The whole head is sick, man.
Right.
The whole head is sick, man.
Right, because they don't never had nothing.
Never.
The so-called white man, he ain't giving y'all shit. If he give you a damn Section 8 and a damn voucher for $200 of food, that ain't shit.
And
You ain't getting nothing.
And it's ultimated to just keep you in control too. Right. Because you're dependent on them. So and this ain't should change either, because in slavery they will house us. You know what I'm saying? They will feed us.
Right, the white man know good and well, if he don't give you that money every month, that you might end up in his neighborhood unlocking his back door, getting something to eat.
Yeah, that's right.
So that's the only reason he give you that shit.
To keep you at ease, to keep you pacified,
to keep you destroyed. That's why gift destroyeth the heart. Right, because he give you that, you don't go asking him for nothing.
Right. And you don't ask the Lord for nothing.
Right, you good now.
Yeah, you good now. You think you good.
Right. So listen, this white man is the damn devil that the Bible speaks of.
That's right.
Right? And all the rest of these nations are too that follow behind us.
That's right.
And we not holding our tongue for them neither.
That's right.
Because they gonna pay too.
Right.
Right? And the Indian man is just starting to figure that out. Right? Now he can't get no phone. But he gonna figure that out worse. He gonna start to realize even worse.
That's the thing, right? You know, what's going these idols in the streets. Now, they're giving me a choice. See blue or no phone.
Right.
Now, what are you gonna do? Put the phone out or see blue. You see?
Right.
Now you got something to worship now.
Right.
You see? You put idols in the street. Now the so-called white man, the so-called white man is gonna give you idols to worship.
Right.
Either see blue or phone.
Proving that the white man is their power.
That's right, yeah, you know?
Right.
That's what they worship.
That's it. That goes to show that the damn white man run the whole damn world out here.
Right.
Fatness.
The earth is giving into his damn hand.
Yep.
Right. Yeah. This is the book of Matthew, chapter 6, verse 24. No man can serve two masters, for either he will hate the one and love the other, or else he will hold to the one and despise the other. Ye cannot serve God and mammon.
So this is why you niggas can't come up here and hear this.
That's right.
Because you can't serve two masters.
That's right.
Right? And you love that money. And you can't give it up. You can't make no sacrifices. You can't pick up your cross. That's why you don't get up here.
And we proving that we love the Lord and we hate the white man, yo.
That's right.
Right.
Which is the God of this world.
Right.
Right.
We know who our enemy is, man. You know, and we fear Yahawashi, and that's the only way. By you fearing Yahawashi, that proves that you have faith. And you can't please Yahawashi without faith.
That's right.
Which is a gift. So it goes into Romans, which you was reading, man.
Right.
Some are blinded, some are not. The ones that are not have that gift from the Lord, have that fear of the Lord. You know what I'm saying? Which is a gift and a treasure to know these things, man. You know.
Right. Right.
Right, but that's okay, because you niggas, it's the scriptures say the same gonna know it after death by pains.
That's right.
So what we telling you right here, you might not be able to get it right this second.
Right.
But when your ass wake up after them nuclear missiles hit you, then you gonna know then. Nah, because if you were the children of Israel, you gonna wake up.
Oh yeah.
That's right.
But you gonna wake up to everlasting shame. Right? Because you wanted to run out here and run behind these damn devils all day.
That's right.
And you didn't want to run your own business. And you didn't want to take responsibility for yourself.
That's right.
So you held hands with your enemy.
Right.
He's complicit with that, man.
Yep, I got one. Jeremiah 4:22. For my people is foolish, they have not known me. They are sottish children and have none understanding. They are wise to do evil, but to do good they have no knowledge.
Right. Our people are wise to do evil.
Hey, and that word sottish goes into stupid.
Right.
Lord calling you stupid.
Matter of fact,
Right.
that's the definition of that started.
Sorry, yeah, that's what I mean, right? In Haiti, you have to go down for salt, right? You can't do a stupid. See? It's a French word too, okay? I mean, stupid, okay? When someone says, you suck, you know what I mean? I mean, like, it's like, you have no wisdom.
Right, and that's true. Our people are
Right.
stupid. Because if you go right now, right, and you look up, right, the grade point averages of Jake, and the grade point averages of the so-called white man, our people is damn stupid.
Right.
All they want to do is rap and sit on the floor and smoke cigarettes.
Right.
And bump for chains and shit.
Right.
Our people are stupid.
Right. Party and bullshit.
Niggas want to sell drugs and do all kind of dumb shit.
Got the proponents that ain't even there.
Right. Want to fight each other all for nothing. Read that again, brother.
It's the book of Jeremiah. Chapter 4, verse 22.
Hold on, let's get this though, because we were just talking about the word startish, so this is the etymology of the word, right?
This is sot, S-O-T, noun. Late Old English, sot, which is stupid person, fool, from the French, sot.
See, this one came from the word, from the French word, right? It derived from the French word, right? But the English used it in the old time, right? That means I'm stupid, right? But that's the thing. You see, all those words came from the Latin, right? You see, now that's what you have to know.
800.
You see, who is the one, right? All those things, you know. The super white men know this. You know how people are sort, you know what I mean? They are stupid. You know that.
And this is the surviving meaning from Portugal to Germany to the Romans in the 800s.
Uh-huh.
One who is stupefied with drink.
See? What? See? Stupefied with drink. What kind of drink is super white men give you, right? You give you those wines, that
Christianity.
right?
Right.
Muslim and everything like that.
Right.
You give me a foodies if you want to. Hey, come as you are.
Right.
You know, that's the drink he gave you, right?
Right.
That's a spiritual drink too.
And even when you drink a little bit, you're not 100% right when
Right,
you're under
right.
the influence. You
Right.
make stupid decisions.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Let me read it again and then get that definition again.
I'll get it right now.
Yep, Jeremiah 4:22. For my people is foolish, they have not known me. They are sottish children, and they have none understanding. They are wise to do evil, but to do good they have no knowledge.
Wise to do evil. That you could do. You would be smart. You'll even go and ask questions to do something to do something stupid.
That's
or to
Jake
do
all day.
something, to get wise. Because the word wise just goes into like knowing.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like you're in the know of it,
Right.
Now this is sottish. Okay, sottish means foolish, drunken. All right, those two, foolish and sot and drunken. But sot, I guess, is the root word of it, which goes into stupid person, a fool, one who is stupefied with drink.
I got yourself right here. Isaiah chapter 29, verse 9. Stay yourself and wonder. Cry out and cry. They are drunk, they are drunken, but not with wine. They stagger, but not with strong drink. Okay?
That goes
right.
into that being stupid and what is it?
Stupefied with drink.
One who is stupefied with drink, which is the philosophy.
It's philosophy. I'm going to read that again, right?
Yeah,
Isaiah chapter 29, verse 9. Stay yourself and cry and wonder. Cry ye out and cry. They are drunken, but not with wine. They are staggered, but not with strong drink. Okay? That's all the philosophy the so-called white men gave you, right? In all the media, they gave you, tell you to take a vaccine, right? You're joking, you're scared. Okay? They just say, if you tell a lie for many times, they're starting to believe it, right? That's the drinking they give you.
Yeah, that's you being drunk. That's you being
Drunk.
excessively drunk. When you regurgitate what they've been telling you.
Yeah,
Right.
but not with wine. You know what I mean?
Right. I got one to back you up, bro. This is Proverbs 14 and 15. The simple believeth every word, but the prudent man looketh well to his goings. You know, they believe everything that CNN, ABC, you know, that they fucking say.
MSNBC was sent from Microsoft. Like, there you go. That's that. What's that called? They call it puff news, plush news, puff news, which is basically corporate news.
Right.
MSNBC is run by Microsoft.
Right. And that's all our people can tell you. What's on
Look.
TV.
Right.
Right. The simple believeth every word.
Right.
Right. So that's how we know y'all niggas is simple out here. Because as soon as y'all run back and tell us something that we heard on TV, that tells us everything we need to know right there.
Right.
It's like this thing, right? They say, eat the meat and spit out the bone, right? How about eat the meat and eat the bone too?
Right.
Okay? That make no difference.
Right. And they
Right.
choke and
It's
shit.
like
Yeah,
our
yeah.
people eat the bones and spit out the meat.
Yeah.
Right.
Our people are damn
Right.
backwards.
The so-called women tell them, oh, the bones got minerals on it, right? They say, oh, then we don't need the meat then, okay? It's like they open the bone and they eat the minerals in there. They say, the meat got nothing in it, you know? That's
Right.
what they tell them.
Our people
Got another
really
one.
fucked
Yeah.
up.
Proverbs 1 and 22. How long, ye simple ones, will ye love simplicity, and the scorners delight in their scorning, and fools hate knowledge? There you go.
So it's gonna happen until these missiles come.
Right.
Right? Until the devil take everything he can from you, until the Lord drops these missiles, y'all gonna be loving it here.
Right.
Right.
And this ain't no guess, this is what the scripture says. Right?
Just
It's
as
gonna be a little more in the heart of it.
Rashid said that the policy would disable SIM cards belonging to those who fail to get vaccinated beyond a certain time. We are doing all we can to compel people to get vaccinated. The government cannot allow individuals who do not want to get vaccinated to risk lives of those who are already vaccinated.
Right, so they're saying that they're not gonna allow those who didn't get it to risk those that did get it. Right, so why the hell did you get it in the first place?
Right.
If they told you to get it because it'll stop you from getting those things.
Right.
But now if you don't get it, you in danger of getting it. This thing doesn't make sense,
Sure.
people.
It's an oxymoron.
So you take a vaccine that's supposed to protect you from something, and the other ones that don't have it are putting you in danger.
Right.
What?
And this whole time they talking about population control, but now they want you. But now when they see that something could like damage a whole bunch of people, they want to help the people. It makes no sense.
Right.
It's a logical thing because it makes zero sense, man. But we know what the end game is, you know.
And the end game is to try to destroy Israel.
There we go.
Right? They want this truth not out here any longer. Right? And the only way to destroy this truth is to destroy the prophets.
Right.
Right? And this is their whole end game. Right? This is the reason why they doing what they doing. It's because they want the truth out of the street. And eventually the truth is gonna be out of the street. And all y'all running around looking for the word and the truth, y'all not gonna be able to find it no more. So you're gonna be perished. Because the scriptures say when there isn't an open vision, the people perish.
So keep that same energy.
See, when we talk about the vision, we're talking about it's the inner vision, right? It's not what you can see. If you can see it, it's not hope, okay? The hope is in what you can see, okay? The inner vision that you have to have. The spiritual vision you have, right? That's what the book, that's what the Bible, the word of the Most High provide unto you, okay? When you go to the sanctuary of the Lord, you provide the inner vision, right? To see the future in a broad way, okay? To see what's going on, okay? To see what's to come, okay?
I got something for you. Hebrews chapter 11, verse 1. Now faith is the substance of things hoped for, the evidence of things not seen.
Okay?
Right.
That's the evidence of things not seen.
Right.
If you've seen it, then it's not of faith.
Right.
Okay?
If you see something, you can't hope for it because you're seeing it right in front of you.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like,
Said that
When
in
it-
Romans, yeah.
And Rome, yeah,
Yep.
that's what I'm looking for.
8 and 24.
right. So we can't see Yahawashi, but we have faith that he exists.
That's right.
You're saying that's our strength.
That's
You know
right.
what I'm saying? And by us believing and hoping in Yahawashi, and we have fear in him, that gives us wisdom. You get what I'm saying? And by us fearing in him, that proves that we got faith. And that's how we please him. That's how we please Bahasham Yahawashi, because we have faith in him that he exists, creating fear in us, creating wisdom by who? Bahasham Yahawashi.
And not only that, us being up here, it's a sweet smell to the Lord's nose. So we pleasing the Lord by doing this.
Right.
Right, we pleasing the Lord by coming up here and speaking His word and telling and inviting the people back into the marriage. Those that want to listen.